We are the only game in town for Friday night basketball as we take on the Pinckneyville Panthers.
Some games have been moved to tomorrow, like Carbondale's game. Others have just canceled their games not to be made up, mainly because conference races may have already been determined, and conference games, they really don't mean anything, like here in Harrisburg. They were scheduled to play at Heron tonight. That's not going to be made up. But some schools decide to not take a chance, and Carterville and Pinckneyville, as we did a few weeks ago, were the only game in town when we had a big snowstorm that came through Southern Illinois a few weeks ago. But tonight is Pinckneyville and Carterville in what is Pinckneyville's senior night.
That was back on January 11th when Pinckneyville braved the snow and came down and we played the game, the only game in Southern Illinois. Pinckneyville came away with a 69-54 win that night. Dawson Yates had 26, Lindsay had 17 for Pinckneyville. Carterville's down and had 14. Moore and Garby were in double digits as well. And things have changed for these teams since that game. Injuries have really kind of taken a toll on both these squads.
Yeah, and more so for Carterville than Pinckneyville. Pinckneyville has their best player, Dawson Yates, out with a herniated disc in his back. He has not played at least the last 2 games, maybe longer. And, of course, Carterville, you know, Eli Downan's out with a fracture in his hand. We now know that Luke Stritzel's not going to play tonight. Nicholas Laird, we were told, has mono. So this is a mass unit. And I would say to anybody out there, any guy that has played high school basketball and has any high school eligibility left, get to Pinckneyville Junior High right now because Coach Hawkins could use you.
Well, you're the 6th man, so you're the first one. I can't go to my left anymore. So
yeah.
It's up to you. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank at Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. The Bank at Carbondale, they offer a variety of personal and business banking services. You can find out more. Go to their website, tboc.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Senior night activities have already taken place here as we're starting about an hour and 15 minutes early because of the weather. And don't forget, if you're not making your way up here tonight and you would like to watch and listen to the game, you can do that. Just head to YouTube. You can search Carterville Lions at Pinckneyville Panthers. We've got the broadcast for you right there. And it's going to be a fun night. Pinckneyville's always a great place to play a basketball game. The atmosphere is fantastic. You can hear the band in the back, always a good crowd. And we're looking forward to a good game. We're going to go on and take our first break. We'll cut when we come back. Scott and I are going to break down this game. We're also going to talk about the regional pairings and seedings that came out in the last couple of days. We'll give you the breakdown on that. It's all coming up. Our pregame show continues with Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Go. That's fine. Wide open three is in and out, no good. Lions, Cameron Hall gets the board, gets the outlet pass to Garby. He gets it to Anderson. Left side, it goes to Tyler Biddle, and it's Dylan Moore that has it now. Up top to Bryce Anderson. Carterville will reset the offense for the Lions. Just underway, no score. Tyler Biddle, left wing, pass down low to Garby, up off the glass is good. Nice assist from Biddle. Garby gets the bucket.
Perfect timing on the pass into Garby. If that pass is a half a second later, that ball's knocked out of bounds or stolen.
Panthers basketball at the corner or at the elbow was Tanner. Shot taken from three again, and 3 rebounds defensively for the Lions here early.
Yeah, Pinckneyville's come out slow offensively, something you normally don't see, especially here at home.
Bryce Anderson takes it down in the paint, leaves it for Garby, Hall misses the first one, gets his own board, kicks it out to Moore for 3 off the iron. No good, and another rebound out of bounds. It's going to be off of Carterville. Cameron Hall got his hand on it, so it's going to belong to the Panthers.
Carterville's off to a good start. They've missed a couple of shots, but they're open shots. They're not forcing anything, and defensively, Carterville's been in a zone. And it's kind of confused, I think, Pinckneyville here early on. Now Carterville's going back to man-to-man.
So Carterville picks it up, changes up the defense. Pinckneyville's going to work the perimeter. They work it around to the right side. That's Kelton Lindsay with it. Back up top to Hoagland. Back to Lindsay. Now down low to Ben Restoff on the baseline. Shot from 3 is good for Kelton Lindsay. First bucket for the Panthers. They lead at 3-2.
Yeah, Lindsay's one of their dead-eye shooters from the outside. You got to make sure you know where he's at all times.
Tyler Biddle has the basketball, dribbles around the top for the Lions. Takes it to the right side. Bryce Anderson has it on the right wing, makes a move, puts an elbow into the man, and they're going to call a charge on Bryce Anderson.
Good call. He got his left forearm into the defender, and that's the first turnover for Carterville, first turnover of the game.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson, the entire city of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of Carterville Lions sports. We appreciate all our sponsors all season long. Panthers basketball. Over to the right wing. Pass down on the left block. They get it to Dre Scott, who just checked into the game. He has it, loses the handle. That's a turnover on the Panthers. Carterville takes it the other way. Bryce Anderson across midcourt. Left-right dribble across the top to the right wing. Leaves it for Dylan Moore. Moore around to Cam Hall. Gets a pick from Garby. Garby has the basketball now. Takes it to the right low block. Gives it to Biddle. Biddle dribbles into the paint. Leaves it for Anderson. He's going to fire from 3 off the iron. No good. Garby, a big board, and he gets fouled. And it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions.
That's already Garby's 3rd rebound in this game. He is just a beast on the boards, and good thing he's coming back next year.
The foul is on Dre Scott. That's the first foul for the Panthers. Garby has it. Now it's Dylan Moore toward the right wing. Takes it to the block. Almost tied up by the Panthers defensively. Anderson has it, drops it back to Moore. Back to Garby, now to Moore. Takes it into the free throw line. Garby's going to fire from 3 off the iron, no good. He doesn't fire from out there too often. Panthers have it now in the front court, though. Over to the right wing. That's Hoagland. To the right corner. That's where you find Grant Tanner. Now they bring it around toward the left side. Lindsay leaves it at the free throw line for Hoagland. From 3, once again wide open is Hunter Riggins. That's back-to-back threes for the Panthers.
Cannot leave these guys open on the perimeter. They will beat you every time.
Bryce Anderson gets fouled as he takes it to the hole. He'll shoot a couple of free throws here. Carterville down 6-2, 3:45 left here in the first quarter.
Personal foul, Panthers, number 15.
If you want to stay close, if you want to have a chance to pull an upset, you have to hit your free throws. When the clock is stopped, obviously, to stay close in this game. Looks like Carson Pearson's getting ready to come in.
Bryce Anderson's at the line, shooting 2 free throws. First one is good. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Downtown Carterville for over 30 years, a certified door dealer. Service all brands, called 985-2502, or go to their website, charliesairconditioningandheating.com. Bryce Anderson, the sophomore. Second free throw is good. So it's 6-4. Carterville down 2 here, 3:45 on the clock. Panthers quickly into the front court. Ben Restoff Around the perimeter, it goes to the right wing. Back up top, now toward the left side they go. Hoagland has it to Riggins, Duke Riggins, who just came into the ball game. Big rebound by Garby. Man, he's hot on the boards tonight.
He's possessed. Oh,
look at Bryce Anderson, had a wide open lane, but it got shut off quickly, turns it over. Here come the Panthers the other way. The right-hand layup is good by Ben Restoff.
Yeah, I think Anderson should have just gone on and taken the shot. He may have got it blocked, but he also may have drawn a foul. I think he thought there was a Carterville player to his left, but there was only Pinckneyville Panthers there.
Yeah, he left his feet just a little bit too soon, or just go on and take it to the hole. Turnover nonetheless, and they converted it into points. 8-4 Panthers, the 4-point lead. 2:50 remaining here in the opening quarter. Carson Pearson, who did just check into the ball game, leaves it for Biddle. He puts it up off the glass, gets his own board, kicks it out to Pearson. Now three from Anderson is no good. And the rebound to the Panthers. Here the other way. Hoagland into the front court. Gives it back to Ben Restoff, and Pinckneyville's going to work around the perimeter to the right side. Back up top, straight away, left wing they come. Now to the left corner to Riggins. Down to the paint on the block, and it's another turnover on the Panthers.
Panthers have not played well here early in this game, but Carterville hasn't really taken advantage of it.
Garby sets the pick for Bryce Anderson, who fires from three again. Shot no good. He's 0 for 4 from three here in the game so far. Panthers the rebound. The shot from three, good. Buried from Hunter Riggins. That's 2 3-pointers for him. He's got 6, and it's a 11-4 lead for the Panthers.
And that's the difference in the game so far. Carterville's guards have not been able to score from the outside. Pinckneyville's guards have.
Tyler Biddle on the right wing, left-right dribble. Now tries to reverse, gets it to Moore. They work around to the left side. That's Bryce Anderson. Takes it to the elbow, puts it up, or to the block, and shot was no good. Didn't hit anything. That's a turnover on the Lions. 3 now in the game. Riggins' shot from Restoff is no good, and Tyler Biddle gets the board. Hands it off to Carson Pearson across midcourt to Dylan Moore. Moore has it, pulls up the dribble, has his pass slapped out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Lions.
Pinckneyville started to pick up the defensive intensity a little bit in the last 2.5 minutes. Carterville, again, has had some good shots. They have taken a couple of questionable shots, but they've taken some good shots that just haven't gone in as well.
They've been open.
Yeah.
They've definitely been open. So Bryce Anderson has it between the circles. With a left-hand dribble, floats to the left side. Carson Pearson takes it from there. Now up top to Biddle. Biddle, his pass to Garby on the left wing. Biddle goes over, takes the handoff from Garby, drives to the low block, gives it back to Garby. Garby to the elbow. He gets fouled. They're going to say, actually, Garby put the hand out, and they're going to call Garby on the foul. On the offensive side, that's 4 turnovers now on Carterville.
Austin Garby, his first, second team foul.
Length of the floor to go for the Panthers. Under a minute left here. 7-point lead for the Panthers, 11-4. Open three once again is good for Hunter Riggins. Somebody's got to get out on that man. Shut him down. That's 9. He's 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
Well, 12 of their 14 points have come from beyond the arc.
Carterville will hold for the final shot with 30 seconds remaining here in the quarter. 14-4, 10-point Panther lead. Up top, Tyler Biddle bumps into his man, leaves it for Garby, back to Anderson. Top of the key, left wing to Dylan Moore. Moore looks inside, gets it to Anderson, 16-15 on the clock. Bryce backs it up, listens to Coach Hawkins, gets the call. They'll move here with 9 seconds to go. Anderson with the right-hand dribble to the elbow, kicks it over right side. Tyler Biddle for 3, no good. Rebound on the floor, and Panthers come away with it. They could get a shot off at the buzzer. At the buzzer they do. Off the backboard, no good. And at the end of the first quarter, Pinckneyville has a 10-point lead, 14-4 on the Carterville Lions. Second quarter action next on News Radio WJPF. $60, please.
ECHS band will be having a cake shoot immediately following this varsity game. Cake shoot right after the varsity game. Joe's Pizza Special after the game. 2 large, 2-topping pizzas, $21.50. Support Joe's, your 2019 Coaches Hospitality Ring sponsor.
At the end of one, the Panthers have a 10-point lead, 14-4.
Pinckneyville shot 45% in that first half. Carterville, 9%. Only 1 of 11 from the field.
Panthers have the basketball to start play. Or excuse me, the Lions have basketball to start play here in the second quarter.
And turn it over.
As there's a foul the other way, that's going to be on the Lions. Going to be shooting 2.
Foul on the Lions, number 22.
Well, as I said earlier, Pinckneyville's defense, they're going to be in your face. They're going to be in your jock strap all night long. One of the problems is the fact that every Pinckneyville player is going to be taller than the Carterville player they're guarding, and it's very hard for Carterville's guards to see inside, to even get the ball into the pass because Pinckneyville's players are in the passing lane. So Pinckneyville's just making it very difficult for Carterville on the perimeter.
Riggins goes 1 for 2 from the line. 15-4 the score now for the Panthers. Carterville into the front court. Carson Pearson to Tyler Biddle. Biddle to the left side. Pulls up the dribble, needs some help. Defense all over him. Tries to get it to Anderson and finally does. Anderson, lob pass to Pearson on the right wing. Looks inside. Takes it over to the other side of the floor to Biddle. Wide open, Anderson for 3. That's off the iron. He's just a little bit short on the shots, but the ball's on the floor. Biddle battles for it, tied up, and we have a jump ball, and the possession arrow belongs to the Panthers.
Carterville just cannot hit anything tonight. 1 for their first 12 from the field. Pinckneyville didn't get off to that great a start themselves, and they started hitting some threes. That's what helped them to this 15-4 lead.
Hunter Riggins leads all scorers. He had 3 trays there in the first quarter. He's got 9. Kelton Lindsay had the other 3 for Pinckneyville. He's got 3. Restoff had 2. Riggins had 1. For Carterville, it was Austin Garby with a field goal and Bryce Anderson with 2 free throws. Panthers basketball just below us here. And Dick Cornfloor here at Pinckneyville. Pretty historic gym.
Yes, it is.
Wide open 3 is no good by the Panthers. Ball is saved by the Panthers. Carterville had a chance to grab it. And at the last second, saved by Pinckneyville. Wide open 3 off the back of the iron. Garby had his hand on it. Rebound put back is no good by Dre Scott. And we have a jump ball. And it's going to belong now to the Carterville Lions.
Dre Scott, is very athletic. He's only a sophomore, and they list him at 6'3", and I think he's every bit of that.
Yep. They're going to be fun to watch the next couple of years because they're young. They only lost 2 seniors this year. Lions basketball, left wing. That's Chandler Roberts with the basketball. I like to call him Chan. The ball's tipped out of bounds by Dre Scott on the pass. It's going to belong to the Lions. Lions broadcast is brought to you by Southern Illinois Healthcare, dedicated to the communities we serve. You can call toll-free 866-744-2468 or go online to the website, sih.net. 6 minutes remaining here in the half. 15-4, 11-point Panther lead. Bryce Anderson backs it up. Now gets it to Dylan Moore out top. Carterville's just not able to penetrate inside hardly at all. Nice defense by the Panthers.
And again, Carterville's guards aren't tall enough to shoot over the guys that are guarding them.
Cam Hall to Dylan Moore on the right wing. Down to the right corner. That's Hall that has it. Left-hand dribble, spins, reverses, puts it up off the board. That was short. Ball is on the floor, and the Panthers grabbed hold of it. They were out of bounds, though, so it's going to stay with the Carterville Lions.
Oh, for a 3 right now.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Break the ice.
Got to get something. They've not scored anything here in the second quarter. Chandler Roberts up top. Now it's back to Bryce Anderson. Cameron Hall looks inside. Needs some help now. Somebody's got to come get him. Garby finally does. Takes the pass. Garby on the right wing to Jan Roberts between the circles, just off the key. To Garby, back to right wing, skip pass left side. Dylan Moore takes it, passed up the 3, hands it off to Roberts. Now to Anderson. Anderson's going to take the short range jumper, and finally Carterville gets a bucket here in the second quarter. Anderson's got 4. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. 15-6 Panthers on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, local IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Just under 5 to play here in the first half. Panthers up 15-6. Carterville just scored their first bucket of the second quarter. That's 3 minutes into the second quarter. And they're down 9. Panthers have it here in the front court. Up top it goes to Tanner. Now they work it to the right side. Riggins has it. Gets it back to Restov. And they bring it near side to the left wing. Back up top, work it around back to the right wing. Carterville in the man-to-man defense. 3 ball taken from the left wing. Carterville gets the rebound. Bryce Anderson comes away with it. Takes it across the timeline. Left-hand dribble. Across the top of the key over to the left wing. Dylan Moore. Crossover dribble. Nice move to the hole. Puts it off the board. Gets fouled. Nice move by Dylan Moore.
Yeah, nice move by the senior to get it to the hole. I will say this, though. There's been a couple, maybe 3 times in Carterville's last 2 possessions where they've had an open look. Most of the time, it's been an open 3 look. With the way Pinckneyville's playing defense, if you get an open look, you better be taking the shot because it might be another minute or 2 before you get that opportunity again.
Graham Tanner picks up the foul on Dylan Moore. Dylan missed the first free throw. Plus, like always, you got to hit those freebies when you get them.
Especially when you're behind. Carterville only down by 9. As poorly as they've shot the ball, now down by 8. Pinckneyville, they've hit 4 threes, but they haven't been that impressive offensively other than that.
Carterville's 3 for 4 from the line now. 8-point lead, 15-7 Panthers. Pinckneyville with the basketball, though. On the left wing with the dribble, that's Hoagland. Takes it up top, now to the right side to Restov. Over to the right corner, Tanner. Back to Lindsay, now left corner. Restov takes it to the hole, has a shot blocked, but they're going to say Austin Garby slapped him on the wrist. It's going to be the second foul on Garby. It's going to be the 4th team foul on the Lions.
Yeah, Garby got there just a little late to help out. If Garby could have gotten there a little sooner, he probably could have cut him off before he got down to the low block and maybe have taken a charge.
Ben Restov is at the line shooting 2, hits the first one. He had a field goal there in the first quarter. He's got 3 in the game. Back to a 9-point lead, 16-7. Second one from the sophomore, off the back of the iron, and Cam Hall gets the rebound for the Lions. Anderson will take it across midcourt to the left wing. Crossover dribble between the legs, leaves it for Dylan Moore. Wide open 3 and out, no good. Man, it can't hardly go anymore in the hole and
no, it can't.
Without falling through. Tough luck for the Lions there. Top of the key, left wing now. Riggins to Restov. Now to Hoagland. Back to Riggins. Fires from 3, good. Gee-many Christmas. 4 3-pointers for him. He's got 12. 5 3-pointers for the Panthers. 19-7 with 3:13 on the clock here in the first half.
Some players don't shoot layups that good.
They're wide open.
Yep. Well, they move the ball around so well.
He's 4 for 5 from 3.
Yeah, they move the ball around so well. And Pinckneyville's like in Nashville in that all their players can dribble well. All their players have good size. They're all good shooters. You kind of like pick your poison. They don't even have their best shooter in the game, Dawson Yates.
Ben Restov just picked up his first foul for Pinckneyville. It's the 4th team foul on the Panthers. Carterville maintains the basketball. Anderson backs it up between the circles. Man-to-man defense by the Panthers. Rarely do you see them play zone. Rarely. Biddle's going to fire from 3 off the front of the iron. And it is Restoff that comes away with the rebound. Here come the Panthers the other way. Nice pass down low. Right hand up, reverse layup is good from Grant Tanner. His first field goal of the game, 21-7. 14-point lead for the Panthers, 2.5 remaining. Connor Hawkins just into the game, fires from 3, and the Panthers get the board. Here come the Tanner to hit Riggins. And Hoagland takes the 3, and Cam Hall gets the board for Carterville. Little bit of a run there by the Panthers. 14-point lead, just 2:10 remaining in the first half. Garvey has it. Hasn't dribbled yet. Gets it to Biddle. Left side it goes to Bryce Anderson. He's going to back it up. Under 2 minutes remaining. Biddle, right wing to Cam Hall. Looks inside, taking some time here on this possession. Biddle has Tanner on him. Dribbles to the left side. Garvey takes control. Minute 40. Ball is tipped, and they're going to say it was off of Carterville. Turnover on the Lions.
That's a tough pass to make from one side of the court to the next against this Pinckneyville defense. You know, not to make excuses today, but you've got obviously your best offensive player down and out with a broken hand, but you've got your second best shooter, Stritzel, that's not playing tonight either.
Another 3 ball taken from Riggins. Finally, he misses. The ball's on the floor. Carterville comes away with it. They have numbers. 3 on 2. Biddle puts a man in the air, banks it off the board. Tyler Biddle has his first field goal. 21-9. Yeah, Luke Stritzel is out of the game. He's the 6th man for Coach Shane Hawkins. He's not playing tonight. Nick Laird is out. Of course, Eli Downen is out. And in the last game, Stritzel stepped up and kind of filled in for Downen. Had a great game on Wednesday night. 3 ball as Connor Hawkins fouls Hoagland on the miss, but Hoagland's going to go to the line and shoot 3 free throws.
When Hoagland got the ball beyond the three-point arc, he was wide open. You know, at that point, if you're Hawkins, you just got to let him shoot the ball. Don't send him to the free throw line.
Finish up my thought on Stritzel. He had a dozen on senior night against Harrisburg. Played a nice game. And,
he doesn't score a lot of points as far in double digits, but he's a good shooter. I mean, again, I think he's probably the second best shooter. I mean, you can argue the second best shooter behind down. Now you throw Bryce Anderson into that mix as well. But, you know, Stritzel, the thing he does bring to the lineup, he's got good size, and he could shoot over some of these guys.
Hoagland hits 2 of 3 of the free throws. 23-9, 45 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Stay with us for our halftime report. We'll break down this first half, talk about regionals next week for the Carterville Lions. We'll talk about the girls team winning their regional last night at Carbondale, the junior high championship in Class L. That's all coming up on our halftime show here on NewsRadio WJPF. Anderson has it. Carterville looks like they're going to try and hold for the final shot of the half. 23-9, 15 seconds remaining in the half. Bryce Anderson dribbles back and forth across the top for the Lions. Under 10 seconds now with 8, 7. Over to Connor Hawkins. Wide open 3. In, out, no good. Rebound, Garvey. Turn around, up off the glass. Gets the touch. Gets the shot and the foul. And a chance at the 3-point play.
Garvey doing what Garvey does best, hitting the boards.
Garvey do what Garvey do.
That's right.
Scooby-Doo. Garvey's free throw, too strong, comes back to Garvey, can put it up at the buzzer. Oh! A great chance for the Lions. 23-11 is the score as we head to the half. Halftime show is next on News Radio WJPF. Spit my cough drop out. Take the last 3 and let's go 2.5 here then. So that'll give us 90, and then we'll take 3 breaks. So that'll get us caught back up. If you're watching online, thank you so much for tuning in. Robert Fester, I'm talking to you, I guess.
Awesome.
Jesus. Take the wheel. If you're watching online, I appreciate it, everybody. Music is crazy loud here in the jam. That's why I turned the mic down. Also, you're just getting the live feed. Back at Pinckneyville, it's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. We're at halftime. 23-11, a 12-point lead for the Panthers here at the half, Scott.
Well, Carterville at half has shot only 19% from the field. They only have 4 field goals in this game, 3 in the second quarter. Pinckneyville not exactly ripping the nets down, 37%. Pinckneyville only had 2 field goals in that second quarter. Carterville had 3. Rebounding, Carterville out-rebounded the Panthers 15-11. Garby led the Lions with 7. 3 for Tanner to lead the Panthers. Turnovers, Carterville with 5, Pinckneyville with 2 here at the half.
So the Carterville Lions, when you look at let's go through the scoring first for the Panthers. They're led so far by Hunter Riggins. He's got 12 points, all on 3-pointers. You also have Ben Restoff with 3, Duke Riggins with 1, Kelton Lindsay hit a 3 there in the first quarter. Grant Tanner had a field goal in the second, and Dylan Hoagland hit 2 free throws. 23 points scored by the Pinckneyville Panthers in the first quarter. The Lions are led by Bryce Anderson and Austin Garby, each with 4 points, and Tyler Biddle has 2. Dylan Moore has 1 for the Lions. Carterville scored 11 first-half points here in this game. Carterville found out today postseason play is going to begin not next week, but the following week, and they're going to be playing in Massac, and they're going to take on the Marion Wildcats. Carterville, an 11 seed, Marion, a number 5 seed. And can't believe we're going to be talking about regionals here in a week.
Yeah, 3rd time this year that Carterville will have played Marion. Carterville lost both games, and really Carterville had chances to win both those games in the Pyramid Plus tournament and the West Frankfort Midwinter. And I really think if Carterville was at full strength, they would have a chance to possibly beat Marion, but it's going to be tough. Marion is just so big on the inside that it's going to be tough to contend with him. But Marion has really struggled this year. I really think they should be better than what their record is. So maybe Carterville will be catching them at the right time.
We also want to say congratulations to Matt Crane and the Carterville girls, a winner last night over Centralia. They win the Carbondale Regional. They win a regional championship for the 7th year in a row. They picked up win number 28, which is a record for wins. And Carterville girls now are 28-3. They are going to start play on Tuesday night in sectionals at Salem when they take
Illinois, along with this Pinckneyville team, barring, an upset, obviously, I think Nashville's going to go a long way. I tell you the game I would like to see, we were talking about this at work today. The only way these two teams would meet would be in the super sectional. That would be Nashville and Fairfield.
Yeah.
That would be a game to watch.
Yeah, it would be. I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and look at the brackets yet. I kind of thought I'd do that tomorrow and this weekend since we get a day off, so to get ready for next week. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Postseason just a week away for the Carterville Lions, and then for Class 1A and 2A. Now, IHSA, there's a proposal on the table that starting in 2021, that all 4 classes of the girls' basketball will be on one weekend. All 4 classes championship games for the boys would be in one weekend. I love that idea.
Well, you get it over quickly if you're the IHSA. You really don't have to spread things out. Now, where the venues will be at, that's obviously to be determined. But you get a chance to see a lot of basketball for sure. So I think it's something that is interesting. It's very interesting to see who's going to vote for it, how they're going to come up with the venues, things like that. But it's interesting. It's interesting.
Also, I want to say, glad I picked up my phone and looked. I want to say congratulations to Matt Jones, wrestler for the Carterville Lions. He made his way all the way to state, and he fell in his second match at the state finals and was eliminated today. Great season. And also to Coach Ruiz and the entire wrestling team. That program is in good hands. Sectionals last weekend were absolutely fantastic. And you know what? We're just a couple of weeks from softball, baseball starting, and right around the corner.
Junior college and college have already started softball and baseball seasons. Carey's Blaylock team had a big win, was
over
it
Mississippi
yesterday?
State, yeah.
They were ranked 23rd, 24th in the country, so a big win. Yeah, high school baseball will normally starts about the first or second week of March, so that's just around the corner.
We're going to go on and take our final break. When we come back, second half action next here on NewsRadio WJPF. $60, please. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. They are proud to be a locally owned and operated community bank. You can stop by and visit their friendly and professional staff at the Carterville Banking Center. They're located at 200 West Plaza Drive in Carterville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Coming up on our post-game show, Scott and I will name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. I wonder if Joe's out there with his snowplow ready to lead us home.
I bet he is. And if he's not and he's listening, get up here quick.
You got a half.
That's right. I don't want to hear about your bad back, Joe. Just get up here, get us home.
23-11 as we start play here in the second half. Panthers will have the basketball. Moving from left to right, of course, senior night here for Coach Bob Wagner and his Pinckneyville Panthers. Just 2 seniors on this team. And it's been a good evening so far of basketball. Panthers have it to start. Hoagland puts it up. Little short mid-range jumper is good for him. He's got 4 points in the game for the Panthers. Carterville in the front court. Cameron Hall has it. Left-hand dribble, hands it off to Dylan Moore. Moore takes it into the paint, waits on the defender to get in his feet. Cam Hall's there to clean it up, puts it up, misses the shot, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
I thought Cameron may have gotten away with a walk.
He did.
But he got the ball, took it to the hole, got fouled. Now you got to hit a couple of free throws.
Cameron Hall, the 5'11 junior. First free throw's on the way, and he's in the scorebook for the first time. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Southern Illinois Healthcare, dedicated to the communities we serve. Visit their website, sih.net. Hall misses the second free throw. 25-12, 13-point lead for the Panthers. Into the front court, Hoagland has it. Wide open three is missed finally from Hunter Riggins.
He is human.
Lions with the basketball into the front court. Dylan Moore, nice move down the baseline, loses the handle, and it's a turnover on the Lions. He beat his man with the step. Panthers have it in the front court. Hoagland, top of the key, it goes to Lindsay, and the Panthers turn it over, give it right back to the Lions.
Both teams starting out like they did the first quarter.
Bryce Anderson looking to shoot. He hands it off to Tyler Biddle, though. Biddle across the top between the circles, back across the logo at midcourt. To Anderson, almost stepped on the center court line. Gets it to Cam Hall. Cameron, ball fake, backdoor pass down low to Garby. He's fouled. Nice pass and nice job by Garby to hang on to the ball as Hoagland fouls Garby.
Garby's not going to miss or give up on many 50-50 balls. Of course, that was a pass, but you're not going to be able to rip it away from him.
Lions basketball on the baseline. Carterville turns it over. The other way, quickly. They get it out to Tanner. Puts the shot up. Blocking foul called on the Lions. Tanner hits the shot and is going to go to the line and shoot the and one.
Yeah, Dylan Moore a little late getting there.
Basket by Grant Tanner. Personal foul on the Lions, number 24.
Tanner's got 4 in the game.
And for the Panthers, number 11, Duke Riggins.
For the 6'3 junior. The foul was on Dylan Moore. 27-12, 15-point lead.
And remember, next year, Carterville will go back to 2A in basketball. They will be playing the likes of Pinckneyville, Nashville, and others in the postseason instead of playing the bigger schools.
Exactly. Tanner's free throw is good. 5 for him. 16-point lead now for the Panthers. Carterville's only put 12 points on the board here. 2 minutes into this third quarter. Moore, mid-range jumper from 15 is good for Dylan.
And gets knocked down for good measure.
Down 14. Over to the right wing, Panthers basketball. Top of the key to Restoff. Left wing it goes to Duke Riggins, who's in the game. Top of the key, Dre Scott. Riggins is going to fire from 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Ball is tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say it's going to come to the Carterville Lions. Turnover on the Panthers. 5:56 remaining here in the third quarter. Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson. Next game will be next Friday night on the road at Heron to finish up the regular season for the Carterville Lions and the Heron Tigers. Heron had both of their games for the weekend wiped out because of the weather. They were supposed to play Mount Vernon, but that was canceled. So their next game is next Friday night as well. Nice move by Garby as he drives the baseline, tried to up and under it, reverse layup, and had it hit the bottom of the rim, goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Panthers.
Well, he got up, but he didn't get under.
Yeah, that's true.
Or he was too far under the basket to get it to go up and in.
14-point lead for Pinckneyville. 23-5 on the season, 7-2 in conference. Of course, this is a conference game, the final conference game of the final year. Skip pass left wing, wide open 3 is off the iron, no good. Cam Hall gets the rebound. While I'm thinking about it, I want to say thank you to Lynn Navarro. I check the River to River Conference website 2 or 3 times a week, and he does such a fantastic job with that. It makes it easy for me to get rosters, get the information I need. Lynn, thank you so much. Wide open 3 from Tyler Biddle from the right side is no good. Dre Scott's there. Carterville gets the board. Cam Hall, his shot is up and good, and he's going to go to the line and shoot the and one.
Yeah, Cam Hall in the right place at the right time as Garby still battling on the boards. Knocked the ball away from the Pinckneyville player, and Hall was there to pick it up, got it to go in. He's going to try to get the old-fashioned three-point play.
Duke Riggins picks up the foul. Cam Hall has 3 points in the game.
Cam Hall has now tied Garby with 7 rebounds in the game.
Hits the free throw. It's an 11-point lead now. But once again, thank you, Lynn Navarro, for all your work keeping that conference website up to date. Skip pass to the left wing, almost thrown away, but controlled by the Panthers. Hoagland has it at the free throw line. Wide open three off the iron, no good. Rebound, Pinckneyville. Hoagland gets it, kicks it back to the left wing. Hoagland has it, now around top to Riggins. Riggins takes it to the elbow, leaves for Tanner. Tanner reverses to the right side. Riggins, now Hoagland fires from 3, too strong, and Tyler Biddle gets the board for the Lions. Hands it off to Bryce Anderson. Nice pass to Dylan Moore, takes it to the hole. He puts his shoulder down, called with a foul as he runs into Dre Scott. Turnover on the Lions.
Yeah, Moore was open, but he was going to catch the ball at an area where he wasn't going to have time to either dribble or stop and shoot, and basically he just had enough time to go forward and go into the defender.
Rafe Tuttle is getting some action. Of course, the bench is a little short for Shane Hawkins with Downen out, Luke Stritzel out, Nick Laird is out. And so Rafe Tuttle is going to see some rare varsity action here tonight. The junior. Nice to see him on the floor. He had a good JV game the other day against Hammersburg. Panthers basketball, right wing. It's Riggins, looks inside. Finally gets it to Dre Scott. Scott brings it back up top to Lindsay, to Hoagland. Back to Lindsay, fired for 3 off the iron. Off the front of the iron. Rebound, Panthers put up and under from Grant Tanner. Nice move by Tanner. He's got 7. 30-17, Panthers. Carterville basketball, Moore. Little 8-foot jumper from Tyler Biddle is good. 4 for the senior. He's got 4. 30-19, and we have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout taken by Carterville. 30-19. Panthers lead the Lions here on News Radio WJPF. 30 seconds, please. 30 seconds. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson and the entire city of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of Carterville Lions sports. 30-19, 3:05 remaining in the third.
Carterville hanging around. They're shooting the ball better in this third quarter than any quarter they've had so far. So keep playing hard and see what happens.
Just down 11. Still plenty of time here. Panthers have the basketball. Wide open 3. Too strong for Riggins. Look at Bryce Anderson. He gets the board, leaves it for Tyler Biddle. Left-hand layup is blocked. Panthers are going to take it the other way. On the run with Tanner. Leaves it for Hoagland. Takes it to the hole. Left-hand layup is good.
Looked like Carterville is going to cut into that 30-19 lead, and boom, just like that, a block shot and a run out gets Pinckneyville a 32-19 lead.
Quick transition for the Panthers the other way. Lions bring it back, and Austin Garby, I hope he called that. That was off the back of the board, but it's good. Back to an 11-point game, 32-21. Panthers in the front court. Riggins, top of the key, it goes to Lindsay. That's short. Rebound is Dre Scott, and he's bumped from behind. I believe it's going to be Tuttle that just picked up his first foul.
Tuttle's a big boy.
6-foot junior, but he's broad.
I'm going to say he's a tad taller than 6 foot, but he is broad. He kind of reminds you of Austin Garby with his strength.
Of course, Rafe is a tight end on the football team, so Panthers have it. Little floater is good from Hunter Riggins. 14 for Riggins. That's his first 2-point bucket in the game. He's got 14. 13-point lead for the Panthers. And we have a foul on the Panthers. I believe that's going to be on Hoagland. Nope, they're going to call it on Ben Restoff, actually.
Fourth Panther team foul.
2:01 remaining in the third. Tyler Biddle to Ray Tuttle. Left wing, back up top it goes to Anderson. Loses the handle, gets it back though. Now Garby has it left corner. Dre Scott on him defensively. Dylan Moore to the right wing for Tuttle. Nice move, leaves it for Moore. Moore gets a lane, puts it up off the glass, doesn't get the bucket, but he does get the foul. 34-21, a minute 36 remaining here in the third.
Moore saw a little crease in the paint, decided to take it, got fouled, going to go line to shoot two.
Was hoping he was going to get the roll on that.
Yep.
Dylan's got 3 points on the night. The senior's first free throw is short.
In for the Lions, 21, Hawkins.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by
15.
International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, sponsors and supporters of Lions Sports. IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members, a better life for all.
Very good.
As Tom Miller would say. Second one is good, or Bubba Miller. Second one is good from Dylan Moore. 12-point lead, a minute and a half remaining. Panthers into the front court. Senior night here for the Pinckneyville Panthers and Coach Bob Wagner. Skip pass right wing. Riggins passed up the three. Takes it to the arc, off the block. Layup is good. That's a nice move by Hunter Riggins. 16 and a timeout. That is taken on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Don't forget the cake shoot immediately after this game for the PCHS band.
(36-22). Panthers a 14-point lead with a minute 17 remaining in the third quarter.
Carterville playing hard, and that's never been an issue all year long with this Carterville squad. They're playing hard. They're just, they're going up against a team in Pinckneyville that's just taller, a little bit better basketball players, but Carterville going down by 14 and have the ball.
Short-handed as well.
Yeah, that's the big key.
Garby has his pass slapped away, but he gets it back. Hands it off to Dylan Moore. Left-hand dribble, top of the circle. Now to Anderson, right wing. Well, look at that defense by Pinckneyville. Nice reversal by Anderson over to the wide corner for Garby. His shot no good, and the rebound tipped to himself, Ben Restoff. He's going to take it across midcourt. He does it all. Left wing, Riggins has it. Garby's on him. To Hoagland, top of the key, it goes to Lindsay. Right side now to Restoff. Looks inside, waits on Hoagland, gets it to him. He steps into the corner. Riggins, top of the circle, back to Hoagland. Passes up the three. Rafe Tuttle on Hoagland defensively with 27 seconds. Pinckneyville's going to hold for the final shot as Lindsay backs it up. 20 seconds remaining. Anderson steps up, puts pressure on him, makes him have to play the ball. 13, 12, 11 seconds. Under 10 we go. 36-22, heading toward the end of the third quarter. It's Riggins, takes it to the elbow. Open three from Hoagland, gets fouled on the three.
That's twice Hawkins is fouled. I think Hoagland both times shooting the three.
Yep.
That's a no-no. And I'm sure his dad will have a talk with him on the bus, on the ride home, and then after when he gets home. He look at Shane, he's just like, got his hands behind his head, squatted down.
1.9 seconds left on the clock, the 7th point for Hoagland. He hit 2 of 3 the first time he got fouled on a three. That was in the second quarter. Second free throw is good. 38-22. And the 6'2" senior on free throw number 3. Good.
And unless you're in Hoagland's face when he takes the shot, you're not going to block it.
Yeah.
Because he gets up quickly, And better off just let him take the shot and take your chances.
Bryce Anderson at the buzzer, throws it at the rim, no good. So at the end of the third quarter, the Panthers lead the Lions 39-22. Fourth quarter action is coming up on News Radio WJPF. 60 here, please. Back in Pinckneyville as we head to the fourth quarter, the Panthers have a 17-point lead, 39-22.
Carterville, their best shooting quarter of the game, 36% from the field, 46% for the Pinckneyville Panthers.
Lions ball as we start play here in the fourth. Austin Garvey on the right wing. We have a whistle and a foul.
Called traveling on Anderson.
Turnover on the Lions.
I think he got an assist in the traveling call because he was bumped. The official decided to call the travel instead of the foul.
Panthers basketball. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Lindsey leaves it for Dre Scott. He just lays it up and in. His first field goal of the game. He's in the scorebook. Man, the Lions or Panthers are up 41-23, and the Lions turn it over the other way. Carried the ball as he come across midcourt.
I noticed in the last game, and I'm sure this has happened all year, but Anderson does tend to carry the ball. I mean, he puts his hand underneath the basketball and brings it over. However, you could call that on almost every possession if you wanted to.
Yep.
And you got to let that go if you're an official. If you haven't called it to this point, don't call it now.
Depends on how exaggerated it is.
Yeah.
And the right-hand layup is good from Restoff, so they convert the turnover into points. Biddle has it. Left-hand dribble into the paint, has a shot blocked away. Moore gets it, takes it into the paint, puts it up, bounces 3 times on the back of the rim, and Dre Scott pulls down the board for the Panthers. Quickly the other way. Hoagland to the right wing. Top of the key to Restoff. Left wing it goes. Wide open 3 from the corner off the front of the iron. That was a brick. Here comes Dylan Moore with the board. Brings it across the timeline. Bryce Anderson crossover behind the back to Cam Hall. Top of the key to Garvey. 6.5 remaining, 43-22. Moore takes it to the hole, puts it up. Oh, nice move by Dylan Moore just to lay it in soft like that. That is 6 for Moore.
Dre Scott misses on the other end, and Garvey gets the rebound.
43-24. Panthers in control. 19-point lead. Tyler Biddle drives the left baseline. His pass was tipped away. Turnover again on the Lions. Scott, outlet pass, or takes the outlet pass. Runs over the top of Dylan Moore, and Dre Scott picked up the charge. That's going to be foul number 3 on number 23. And a timeout is taken by Coach Bob Wagner. He wants to talk to his Panthers. It's going to be a full. We're going to take a 60-second break as well. 43-24 with 5.5 left here in the ballgame on News Radio WJPF. 5:50 remaining in the game, 43-24. Panthers in control here over the Carterville Lions.
Carterville's got to get some offense and need to get it quickly. But again, Pinckneyville's guards and forwards are taller than Carterville's, and it's tough to shoot over them. Carterville shot the ball a little better here in the second half than they did the first half.
They need some defensive stops, too.
Yeah, that would help.
On the other end. Carterville has the basketball, though. Dylan Moore, right wing. Top of the key, it goes to Anderson, now to Biddle. He drives to the block, left block side. Banks it off the back of the board. Battle for the board. Oh, take it easy, boys. Cam Hall tied up with Hunter Riggins. Jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing to the left side, and that would be Pinckneyville.
I'll tell you, Hall's battled well on the board tonight. He has 8 rebounds in this game. Auditioning for more playing time next year, I would say.
Absolutely. Next year is going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. Dre Scott lays it off the glass. 4 for him. Year ago, Carterville won 3 games. This year, they're playing for win number 14 here tonight with 1 regular season game left. That's next Friday night on the road at Heron. Turnover on the Lions.
Yeah, Carterville only had 5 turnovers in the first half. They got 7 here in the second half. Again, a player with the ball, assuming the other player is going to come out to the perimeter, and instead he's going towards the basket. One of those unforced errors.
Panthers into the front court with the basketball. Duke Riggins to his brother Hunter Riggins. Back to Duke. To Tanner at the free throw line. Hunter Riggins gives it. In the corner, now he has it on the left wing. Duke Riggins loses the handle, gets trapped up in the corner, but Tyler Biddle fouled him. Pushing foul on Biddle. Foul number 2.
Foul on the Lions, 22. Biddle, his second.
Panthers will have the basketball on the side, right in front of the Panthers bench. 4.5 remaining, 45-24. 21-point lead for the Panthers. 7-2 in conference. Carterville 4-5 currently in conference. And with a miracle, Carterville could get back to 500 in conference to end the season. Duke Riggins, left wing, top of the key now to Brestoff. Back to Riggins. He looks at Dylan Moore defensively. To Hunter Riggins, right side now. Ben Restoff. Back to Duke Riggins. Brestoff to Dre Scott. Pinckneyville slowing things down, 45-24.
I don't think they're going to take a shot unless it's a layup. Well,
wide open Riggins. No good for Hunter Riggins on the 3 ball. Cameron Hall gets the board, gets to Anderson. Back to Hall. Hall's going to drive, puts his man back toward the goal, but has to pass it up to Garvey. Garvey drives the lane, right-hand layup, gets the bucket, gets the foul. Blocking foul on the Pinckneyville Panthers.
Garvey with a strong move down the lane. Garvey has 8 rebounds. Hall has 9.
Dre Scott just picked up his 4th foul for the Panthers. Dylan Moore at the line trying to pick up his 9th point of the game. Free throws on the way, no good. Rebound to Grant Tanner. The Panthers take it the other way. Kelton Lindsay, left side to Hunter Riggins. Reverses, Hoagland. Thinks about the 3, but passes off. Top of the key. Dre Scott has it now at the elbow. Back to Lindsay. Down to the right corner, skip past left wing. Spin move by Hunter Riggins, tries to get it to Scott. Off of Scott, that should belong to the Carterville Lions. Turnover on the Panthers.
Number 3 for the Panthers in the Carolina blue.
It is Carolina blue.
Yep.
One of the few teams in Southern Illinois that continues to wear the warm-up pants.
Speaking of blue, how about the St. Louis Blues?
How about them St. Louis Blues? Our nightly Blues mention. 8 in a row, 3rd place.
They've gone from the hunter to the hunted. Moore will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as he got clobbered as he got inside the lane. He probably thought, I play football, that's no big deal.
Sports Voice on location Sunday.
That's right, 12 to 150 at Buffalo Wild Wings before the SIU women play on Sunday.
Track and field coach Rosalind Joseph is going to join us live. She'll be one of our guests.
Yeah, they screwed up here. He should have had 2 free throws, and they only gave him 1. I thought, man, am I losing my mind?
I know. I had just marked my first free throw, and the official's saying what?
Yeah, I thought, did I miss something? Even Bob Wagner, the coach of Pinckneyville, he told the officials.
What's going on, guys?
Well, he was looking at the official coming down the floor and putting up 2 fingers like, hey, he was supposed to get 2 shots. So, and Dylan Moore made the free throw, and everybody took off down the floor. He's looking around like, hey.
Moore was the only one standing there,
Yeah. Hey, good night, everybody.
2:39 remaining. All right, we got the officials straightened out.
Yeah.
Moore has.
These aren't the New Orleans Saints Rams officials, are they? Just kidding.
Bitter, party of 1. Oh, I said bitter, not biddle.
Okay.
Bitter, party of 1.
Garby is third.
Well, they're going to call a foul on Garby. Now, wait a minute. There's 2 23s on the floor. I think the foul's on Garby.
It's going to be Andre Scott, and that should be number 5.
Oh.
Bob Wagner's upset now.
Well,
He's shaking his hands on his knees.
Well, now
that's it. Number 5.
Garby was behind Scott. I thought the foul was on Garby.
That's his 5th.
And now they're going to, unless the official overturns it, they're going to say it was Andre Scott. So let's see what happens. Well, the official who didn't make the call is coming over to explain to Bob Wagner. He's saying, hey, look, I didn't make the call. I didn't see it.
So the sacrificial lamb that has to go face-to-face with Bob Wagner to try to explain this.
His third.
Well, they're going to call it on Hoagland, who...
That's a nice out.
I thought it was Garby and Scott that were battling for the ball. Now, that might be like a little... here we'll give
restitution.
We'll give you this. We won't give it on Andre Scott, but we'll give it on to Hoagland. Hoagland's standing like, what? Who? Me? That's what you call taking one for the team.
Well, Carterville is in the bonus.
So Coach Hawkins is now over at the scores table. He's talking.
Well, Garby's going to get the 1-and-1, 45-27. The Panther fans are thrilled with the call, as you can hear. Garby misses the front end, and the Panthers get the basketball. No harm, no foul for Pinckneyville. Well, can't say no harm, no foul.
A 2-minute delay for absolutely nothing.
Panthers basketball into the front court. They work the perimeter on the passing game. Way out top is Hoagland. Right side now to Lindsay. Left-hand dribble to the left wing. Back to Hoagland. Now to Hunter Riggins. Right side it goes. Over to the right corner. 2:10 on the clock. 45-27, Panthers lead it. Coming up on our postgame show, Scott and I will name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star the game. Shane Hawkins will join us. And then we'll fire up the snowmobiles and head home. 1:45. You brought the snowmobiles, right? I told you to pick those up.
I brought the sleds. I thought you were going to pull us home. No, actually, I brought the sled dogs.
The sled dogs.
I did a rod. I brought them down from Canada to help us get home.
Yeah, that'll get us in. 45-27, a minute 44. Shane Hawkins. Wholesale changes. All of his starters coming out. Tyler Biddle, Dylan Moore, Cameron Hall, Austin Garby, Bryce Anderson. As always, they play hard. They don't quit. And so Shane Hawkins able to empty out the bench with a minute 40 remaining. On the floor, Carson Pearson. Connor Hawkins. Look at Tony Cruz is out there.
Yeah,
Tony picked up his first varsity point senior night, got the start. Chan Roberts on the floor. Cody Rector's on the floor as well. One of the nicest guys around, Cody Rector. Minute 19, Panthers are going to hold, it looks like, for the final shot.
It looks like they're going to make substitutions, so the official may stop play here in just a second to let them come in.
There's the whistle.
In for the Panthers, 22, Carter. Number 11, Riggins. Number 30, Stefanski.
So all the starters head to the bench for Coach Bob Wagner on senior night. Congratulations to the seniors here at Pinckneyville. Dylan Hoagland. Kelton Lindsay, the two seniors on the team. 50 under a minute to go. Panthers basketball. They work around the perimeter to the right side. Scott Eilhammer post-game show coming up. Brought to you by Polar Whip. Left wing, 35 seconds remaining. Oh, open from just inside the arc. Can we have a whistle and a foul? As it hit the guy wire on the backboard, so the shot's no good. Just one more regular season game remaining for the Carterville Lions. It's a week from tonight at Memorial Gym in Harrington. Is that right? Memorial Gym?
Yep.
Tony Cruz on the block, has the basketball. Nice pass to Connor Hawkins off his hand, though. Chan Roberts gets it. Skip pass to Cody Rector. Shoot it, Cody. Gets it to Pearson. Cody's going to fire. Off the iron, no good, and that's going to do it. 45-27, the Panthers knock off the Carterville Lions. Post-game show is next on NewsRadio WJPF.
It's the end of the Panthers' regular season. Panther fans get out to support the Panthers in the postseason. They play on Tuesday.
Do whatever you need to do here. Let's take 2 breaks in the post-game, so if you've got any makeups, make goods, split them up, and we'll get out of here in 2.
Everyone be safe traveling home tonight. Thank you for attending.
Great, how are you? Nice to see you. 2. Excuse me. (45-27), the final score as the Pinckneyville Panthers win the final conference game of the season over the Carterville Lions here tonight. They now have their conference mark end at 8-2, 24-5 overall. Carterville's conference record goes to 4-6. They're going to be 13-17 overall. Scott Hudson.
Carterville on the night, probably one of their poor shooting nights of the season. And granted, they're shorthanded, so that played into it. Only 26% from the field for the Lions, 41% for Pinckneyville. Carterville did out-rebound the Panthers 28-21. Cameron Hall led the Lions in rebounding with 9. Garby had 8. Tanner led the Panthers in rebounding with 7. Turnovers, Pinckneyville with 5. Carterville with 12.
When you look at the scoring for the Panthers, they were led tonight by Hunter Riggins. He winds up with 16 points in the game. He had 4 3-pointers. Those were all in the first 2 quarters. Ben Restov has 2 for the game. Duke Riggins got on the board with 1. Kelton Lindsay hit a 3-pointer in the first quarter. Grant Tanner winds up with 7. Dre Scott winds up with 4 points in the game. And Dylan Hoagland finishes up with 9, 45 points scored by the Panthers in the game. For the Lions, they were led this evening by Dylan Moore. He has 9 points. Cameron Hall had 4. Austin Garby winds up with 6. Tyler Biddle with 4. And Bryce Anderson with 4 on the evening. 27 points, 45-27. The Panthers get the win over the Carterville Lions.
Well, Carterville played hard, played shorthanded, had some opportunities early in the first quarter to maybe, make this a game, because Pinckneyville did not shoot the ball well early in the first quarter. But you knew at some point that was going to change, and they started hitting 3-pointers like layups. They increased their defensive intensity on the perimeter, and Carterville had a tough time They couldn't break any of the. They could not get into the paint tonight. Carterville couldn't, and it was just a long night for Carterville. But they played hard, played tough, shorthanded, and you move on to the next game, which they've got a full week off to prepare for the Heron Tigers.
Yeah, but Pinckneyville, they start regionals next Tuesday, I do believe. Carterville will start a week from Tuesday, is that right?
A week from Monday.
That's what it is.
7:30 at Massac against the Marion Wildcats.
Marion, the number 5 seed. Carterville, an 11 seed. That'll be at Massac County. Don't forget the girls play on Tuesday night. They start sectional play at Salem High School when they take on Mater Dei. Game is set for 7:30. We'll live stream that game for you, and I'll post all that on the websites coming up on Monday. Post-game show, why don't we go on and name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game?
Well,
let me give you some options. Let's look at Pinckneyville first. Hunter Riggins winds up with 16 points. He had 4 3-pointers in the game. Impressive for him. For Carterville, Dylan Moore was the leading scorer. He had 9, kind of quiet. I don't know, I'd almost say probably Hunter Riggins would be he's the one that set the tone for Pinckneyville.
Yeah, he hit those big threes to kind of extend that lead that Carterville was never able to overcome. So Hunter Riggins, to me, was the big reason why Pinckneyville was able to get the lead, maintain the lead, extend the lead. He had a great night shooting the ball, so I'm all for Hunter Riggins.
Hunter Riggins from the Pinckneyville Panthers, our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Call 534-8148. For over 20 years, Joe and Lindsay McCann of Carterville have been proudly serving the Southern Illinois area. They specialize in commercial and residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, tree trimming, snow removal. They're not your typical rush-in, rush-out type service. They will take care of your lawn. They also do equipment repair, bush, hedge trimming, bush hogging. They do spring and fall cleanups. They do it all. 618-534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow. Call Joe. Hunter Riggins, our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game. We're going to go on and take a break. Hopefully when we come back, Coach Shane Hawkins will join us here on our post-game show. 45-27, the Panthers knock off the Lions here. Friday night basketball on a winter night in Southern Illinois on NewsRadio WJPF. That should take care of us, right? Run them out then. Yep, run them all out. Yep. If you're watching online still, thank you. Better life, they're all.
Oh, I'm going to stand up.
I'm not going to wait around too long.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he's not up here quick after this game, but.
And really, I just want to make it quick if he does come up.
Yeah.
One comment, let's get out so we can get home. This should be the last spot.
There he comes.
Yep. Back at Pinckneyville, Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson, Coach Shane Hawkins making his way up here for our post-game show. Slow walk up the steps. 45-27 was the final score tonight. The Pinckneyville Panthers pushed their conference mark to 8-2 on the season. Carterville sees their record in conference fall to 4-6 as Coach Shane Hawkins joins us here on the post-game show. Coach, we won't keep you long tonight with the weather. Trying to get everybody home, but your thoughts tonight. Thought the Lions battled really hard tonight.
You know, and that's exactly what I told them. I thought it's when you play a zone as we did every possession tonight. It's sometimes hard to make it look. It's hard to make it look like you're playing hard because you kind of get in an area and kind of stand and. But I thought we played really hard out of our zone. I thought we had some bad closeouts in the first half to Riggins. We didn't get to him in the corner. One was late, one was lazy, and one we never got to. But I thought we battled on the backboards. I thought we did a very good job. They shot a bunch of threes, long shots, long rebounds, and I thought we went and battled in traffic for rebounds. Had a couple of rips to the basket. I thought we did a pretty good job there. It's just. It's a struggle right now for us, especially offensively without Eli and Stritz. It's because those two guys can go make baskets, and you lose a little bit of size, you lose an inside-outside guy, you lose a guy who can make mid-range pull-ups. He scored 27, but it's hard. It was a hard 27.
Yeah, Coach. One thing that you couldn't do anything about tonight is just the fact is every time you had the ball. Whoever had the ball had somebody guarding them that was taller than them. It's hard to shoot over that size. It's hard to pass around that size. There's just not a whole lot you can do about that.
And we tried to get some stuff in transition before they got set, and we're on a limited bench tonight as it is, and so you're limited on how many people you're going to play. You're asking them to play hard defensively and be in the zone and go rebound, and then try to push 84 feet every time on the other end, and we're fighting sickness as it is. We lost another one in halftime of that game 6. So I thought it becomes very difficult because of their length, and they get up and guard. And it took us a while to adjust to how physical they were. It was hard for us to get from spot to spot offensively because they do a good job of chucking you off cuts. And the same things that we try to do, they just do it a little bit better than us right now.
Coach, moving on, and this week, today, actually, the regional pairings came up. Carterville's going to be going to Massac County, going to take on a number 5 seed in Marion. Carterville gets an 11 seed. Your thoughts on what you saw with that?
When we did the seeding on Wednesday, you kind of start putting things together. That's what I thought would happen. I thought we had 6 teams down at Massac. I thought they would have 5 up in Freeburg. The only question was, in my mind, was it going to be Mascoutah or Marion? Which one was going to be ranked higher? Marion was higher than Mascoutah. So Marion, we get Marion out of it. And, they're playing a little bit better right now. Their size just causes us problems. And just what you talked about tonight, what Scott talked about, is having guys bigger than them every spot. We've played them twice, and that was one of the things that caused issues. Is we got 5'9" and 5'10" guards trying to pass it over 6'5" and 6'6" wings, and that caused us a lot of problems. But we welcome the opportunity, and we'll go to Heron next week. It'll be their senior night. We'll see if we can't maybe ruin their senior night, and then we'll get ready for the postseason.
Coach, before we get away, I want to just congratulate you, your son, and the 8th grade boys on an outstanding season. I know that you're probably nervous. All Carterville fans were nervous last night, and then 77-46, the final score, total domination. What a season by the junior high boys. Congratulations.
Well, and it's not to me. That's to those guys, and Coach Klauser and Coach Fields and Coach Barnes have done a very good job with them. And what I told Corey last night is sometimes it's harder to have a good season when you have high expectations. And I think expectations were really, really high. I think it was high from the coaching staff. I think it was really, really high from our players. I think it was really high from our parents or our fans, just because what we've seen those guys do and since they were in second or third grade. And sometimes that makes it harder because that level of expectation. And the one thing we're trying to build here is that is our level of expectation, is to I'm not saying you're going to win a state championship every year. We've won one. We've now won one in school history, but it's to be playing at that level, and our skills have got to get better. But I thought the one thing that maybe sets that class away from or apart from the other classes that we have or have had, they play all the time, and they've played all the time since they were third grade, and they play spring and they play summer and they play fall and then they play during the season. And because they play so much, their skills are pretty good. Their IQ, their basketball IQ is pretty good for the most part. They play really, really hard. And that's one thing about that group is whether it was baseball in the fall or basketball here, those guys compete. They go to play really, really hard, and they were fun to watch. But yes, I was really, really nervous. I was way more nervous for that game than I am for ours. We can do some things. At least I have a little bit more control in our games than I do their games. So you kind of step back and you're kind of helping those guys a little bit. But man, I'm really proud of them. I'm really proud of the effort. They got paid for, or they got rewarded for all the hard work that they put in, and it's great to see.
Well, I read at halftime when we were talking about this, your Facebook post from today, which was well said. And congratulations to Corey Klauser, Coach Fields, and that junior high team. Coach, thanks for joining us here. Be safe going home, and I guess we'll talk to you next Friday at Heron. Friday night, and they'll have senior night. We'll see if we can't maybe ruin their senior night. That would be nice. All right, we'd like to do that. 45-27, Coach Shane Hawkins joining us here on the post-game show at Pinckneyville. Scott, let's wrap this up.
Well, hard effort by the Lions tonight, but came up short. Again, not to make excuses, but when you have your leading scorer out of the game and down, and you have your leading guy, your number 6, or your first guy off the bench, and Stritzel out, and then you had another guy sick with mono. Another guy, as Coach Hawkins said, got sick at halftime. It's just an uphill battle against a very good, very talented Pinckneyville team. Carterville has one game left in the regular season. That's next Friday night, as Coach Hawkins said, at Heron. Maybe go in there and beat Heron twice on their home floor in the same season. That would be pretty sweet for the Lions. But then you get ready for postseason. Just 3 days after that game, Carterville starts the postseason at Massac County against Marion. We're getting near the end, and let's see if Carterville can't pull a couple of upsets. Next time you'll hear from me, if you choose to, will be Tuesday night. We're going to live stream the Carterville girls, Coach Matt Crane, Coach Jenny Gibbs, and the Carterville Lions when they take on Mater Day Tuesday night at the Salem Sectional. That'll be about 7:30. I'll post the link for that coming up Monday morning probably. So hope you will check that out. 45-27, the final score for our producer engineer back at the studio, Eric Joyce, from our broadcast partner Scott Hudson. I'm Dave McKenzie. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy it. We will talk to you next Friday night at Heron for more Lions basketball, the final regular season game for 2018 and 19. That's next Friday night, right here on NewsRadio WJPF. God bless. Thanks, buddy. Be safe going home, man.